Many years ago, there lived a Zen master named Shichiri Kojun. He was a humble and devoted man, known throughout the land for his wisdom and spiritual enlightenment. People from near and far sought his guidance, hoping to learn from his profound teachings. One peaceful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the tranquil whispers of nature filled the air, Shichiri Kojun sat in his small, dimly lit temple, reciting sutras. The only company he had was the gentle flickering of a solitary candle. His eyes were closed, and his voice resonated with a soothing rhythm. Little did he know that this serene evening would be disrupted by an unexpected visitor. A thief, desperate and armed with a sharp sword, silently entered the temple. He was driven by the dire need for money, and he cared not for the sanctity of the place. He approached the meditating master with a menacing glare and, with a cold voice, demanded, "Money or your life?" Shichiri Kojun, still deep in his recitation, remained calm and composed. Without opening his eyes, he said, "Do not disturb me. You can find the money in that drawer." His tone was as peaceful as the evening breeze. The intruder, somewhat surprised by the response, located the mentioned drawer and discovered a modest stash of money. As he began to gather it, Shichiri Kojun spoke again. "Don't take it all. I need some to pay taxes with tomorrow." The thief, his initial sense of urgency subsiding, hesitated and then complied, leaving some of the money behind. He then turned to leave, still bewildered by the master's unusual behavior. As he reached the threshold of the temple, Shichiri called out to him, "Thank a person when you receive a gift." The thief, now holding the stolen money in his hands, was taken aback by these words. He turned around, genuinely thankful, and said, "Thank you," before making his hasty retreat into the night. Days turned into weeks, and life went on in the village. However, the thief's reckless ways eventually caught up with him, and he was apprehended by the authorities. When questioned about his crimes, he confessed to all his wrongdoings, including the intrusion at Shichiri Kojun's temple. As the trial proceeded, Shichiri Kojun was summoned to testify. Surrounded by the curious and the skeptical, the master calmly spoke, "This man is no thief, at least as far as I am concerned. I gave him money, and he thanked me for it." The courtroom fell into an uneasy silence as the wisdom of the Zen master's words resonated with all those who heard them. The thief's actions, once seen as criminal, had been transformed into an act of benevolence by the simple yet profound teachings of Shichiri Kojun. When the thief had served his time in prison and was finally released, he found himself at a crossroads in life. Filled with a newfound sense of purpose and gratitude, he embarked on a journey to the temple of Shichiri Kojun. He was no longer a thief. He was a seeker of truth and redemption. Upon arriving at the temple, the former thief humbly knelt before the master and expressed his desire to become a disciple. Shichiri, with a warm smile, welcomed him with open arms. The thief had not only stolen money from the temple that fateful evening, but had also stolen the teachings of a wise and compassionate soul. Under the guidance of Shichiri Kojun, the former thief learned the ways of Zen, compassion, and inner peace. He went on to become a respected and revered disciple, spreading the wisdom he had gained from his transformed life. And so, the thief who once walked the path of darkness found his way to the light, thanks to the compassionate heart of a master who saw the potential for redemption in even the most unlikely of places.